such a nice day out. Don't want to waste it. Figure I get some stuff knocked off this list. Maybe get the car closer to completion. But let me check out my list, see what we got, see what I can do today. Try to get some of the little stuff done at least. Mentioned this in my last video or something that it's pretty close. I don't know if it's actually touching, but it's pretty close. So I'd like to space the intercooler out an inch or two and also lower it so it clears the bumper cover when I put it on. So I made some of these spacers right here. I mean, not really a spacer, but more like a extension for it. Maybe I'll start on that. So these were the mounts that Kyle made for me, right off the Team Z tubular rad support. We just welded them off there. And then we just bolted some for the top. So luckily these are a little bent in. I can bend that out a little bit. Like I said, the goal is just to space the intercooler out and down a little bit. So hopefully what I have planned in my head works out. We got the little extenders on. So it probably dropped it about inch and a half, maybe 2 total. So I'm gonna mock up the intercooler, make sure it all fits right, then tighten her down. Definitely upgrade to a 4 or a 4.5 inch core when the time comes. I'm gonna ride this 3-inch out as long as I can. You can already tell just when it idles, this side is like super hot and this is ice cold. So when it becomes a limit, then we'll have to change it over, but for the time being I'm gonna rock it out. Now I want to get an idea if the bumper is gonna clear it or not. a little maneuvering, I mocked up the bumper. I mean, the gaps are a little off. It's not bolted down or anything. This whole front end is out of whack, but whatever, it'll do. I'm not looking to win car shows, but yeah, it's mocked up, and it actually went. It's the best it's ever went on. I had to cut off a piece of the header panel, trim that down a little bit, and it slid right on. Usually it takes 2 people and it takes 10 minutes. I did it all by myself. It just slid right on. So now we're heading in the right direction. Got plenty of room. That's a little piece I had to cut off to clear it, but yeah, fits pretty good. I'm happy with it. Now, let's see what else I got on this list. I'm already showered, ready to leave, but realized I didn't do an outro or say what I did. That's a wrap for the day. Long day. It was a hot one too. It hasn't been that warm all year yet, but got a good bit done. You know, spaced out the intercooler, mocked up the bumper, all that. Did a little bit of wiring on my gauges, which somehow neither one of them worked. Transmission and fuel level, and neither one of them worked. But it is what it is. I'll try to have to figure out what's wrong with it. I got all of my interior out of the shed. I painted it years ago black, and I never installed it. So just from it being stored, it kind of got scuffed up and paint coming off. So I got all that out of the shed. I'm gonna scuff that down, clean it real good, and paint it again. I'll probably make a video on that because a lot of people actually ask me how I got black interior, and it's not black. It was red, and I painted it black. Other than that, just mounted some little stuff for the interior. So I got the gauge cluster. It's hard to really think back that you spend all day, you know, hours outside and only got a little bit done, but it's that little stuff that adds up. So I mean, even if it's a list of 30 things, you get one thing done a day, that's 30 days and everything should be done. And that's the way I'm looking at it. My list is getting smaller and smaller. I try to get at least one thing off my list a day. And I need to stop procrastinating and really get after it. Try to start filming more, even if it's boring. I think Sammy or Kevin, one of them said that to me one time. He said, even if you think it's boring, there's people out there that are interested in watching it. And it makes sense because there's a lot of videos that I watch and it's just people, you know, just filler, and I'm watching it, so I get what they mean. So I'm gonna try to pick the camera up more, my iPhone up more, and try to record as much as possible for the people that are in my shoes. But yeah, as always, I appreciate everybody for watching, creeping up on 2,000. Just do me a favor, like the video, leave a comment, tell me what you like, what you don't like. Hit the subscribe if you like what you're watching, and thanks for checking me out. See you later.